Hello everyone and welcome back. So I tried to fix a few of the settings and I messed with it for a solid while. And essentially I can't figure out how to get the lag to go away from his end. So I'm going to mess with that, but we're still trying to do a recording session while we both have time. So this one's going to be a little bit like the same as last time, but I should get it fixed by the time next episode rolls around. So no big deal, but just had to mess with a few things. So, are you ready?
I am ready. I will be a few seconds in the past.
Yes. Because he's watching from the recorded version, and I'm watching from the live version. And because of that, it's a little wonkety, but I can't really fix that right now, so. Okay, so we are back, and it is story time. And go. I feel annoyance great start. I feel annoyance begin to simmer inside of me. Why do you do that? You changed the subject to purposely avoid answering me.
No, that's not it, Princess. I'm trying to explain, and I think a story is the best way for me to do that.
I am silent as Waltz reaches into his box of puppets. He pulls out two of them, and then motions for me to sit in front of them. I'm sorry, that's just really weird to suddenly just reach into a box. Mid-conversation, yeah. Okay, let me show you something now.
He's very, forward.
God. He holds out a puppet to me, and I can tell he intends for me to wear it on my hands. Sorry. My feelings on this... Someone just freaking emailed me. My feelings on the subject must show on my face, but Waltz is resolute.
There you go.
I did it.
Please.
I'm sorry. My perverted mind just oh god. Okay, I do not know what this will achieve. But maybe this way I'll finally get some answers. Fine. Waltz takes a deep breath.
Once upon a time, there lived a princess who was always alone. She spent most of her time inside her room as her mother, the queen, forbade her from going out. The princess's only company were her dolls. But the princess so badly wanted friends that she would always sneak out of the palace to play with the children who lived in town.
It's as if he's narrating my childhood. How do you... But Waltz continues speaking as if he does not hear me.
One day, the princess met a boy. The boy was a few years older than her, and he was the queen's faithful servant. The boy could see how lonely the princess was, and his heart ached for her. They became friends. Every day, he would sneak into her room and would play with her. They spent 2 years like that, until the queen found out. The boy was sent away, and he never saw the princess again.
Aw, I mean, you're kind of seeing that this guy is Waltz, right?
Yeah, I kind of...
Story, yeah.
He's very detailed. He's gotta know something.
He is creepily getting into something.
Until a short while ago.
I stumble back and the puppet slides off my hand as I stare at Waltz, my mind whirling.
We've known each other for a long time, Princess.
This cannot be true. Waltz looks at me again, his expression full of melancholy. I always see that look. He wears it even when he is happy. He seems to carry that sadness with him wherever he goes.
We were friends.
I never had any friends. I would have remembered.
That's what you remember. Your memories have holes in them, gaps that you can't explain.
How do you know that?
Because I was there when the Queen ordered that some of your memories be erased.
Mother. But why? I don't believe you, and I don't believe any of this.
I didn't expect you to believe me.
Why is he looking at me like that? He looks like he's in pain, but he cannot be telling the truth. I stand up straight, my hands clenched in a fist. I am going back to my room. I almost run from the tavern area. Waltz does not try to follow me. Waltz's words loop persistently in my mind.
We were friends.
I sit on one of the chairs in the reception area, trying to put my thoughts in order. There is no way that he was my friend. Oh, what is this? What a delight to run into the princess at this hour. Though I must ask why. Why are you still awake, darling? I jump at the sound of Karma's voice. I turn to look at him. Karma frowns at the expression on my face. You look like you've seen a ghost. I can only stare at him in response. Oh my, is my beauty so captivating you yourself are at a loss for words? No, I was just thinking about how beautiful I am. His ego knows no bounds. I roll my eyes and change the subject. What are you doing up this late? A nighttime stroll. I found myself filled with ennui. Did I do that right?
You know what? That's good enough.
Okay, that's what I strive for, good enough. Right. I will go and retire for the night now. Have a good night's sleep. It'll be a long day tomorrow. You do not have to remind me. You still have a ways to go before you get used to a commoner's lifestyle. I certainly struggled with it. It's kind of insight on Karma's route. Karma barely works. I've only ever seen him slack off. But wait. Are you a noble, Karma? Perhaps. 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 This is going nowhere. The tavern is full of secretive people. I wonder if this lifestyle has anything to do with this curse. Well, I'm not planning to get used to the commoner's lifestyle. I will break my curse as soon as possible. Seems like we both have a long way to go before that happens, princess. Alrighty then. We don't want to play with you anymore. But why? We are friends, are we not? Friends? Who said that? You did. We were friends until you stopped sharing your toys. But that's because you still haven't... What? You haven't returned the toys I gave you. Returned them? You gave them to us. No, I did not. Let's go play with our real friends. Yeah, our real friends aren't selfish. Dang. I warned you, dearest one. Didn't I tell you? People will only hurt you in the end. That's why I forbade you from playing with those children. I only ever want what's best for you. I'm sorry, Mother. I'm so sorry. Hush now, dearest one. Mother won't let anyone hurt you anymore. Dang.
Dang, Mother's got some issues.
Got some problems. Hold up, I gotta take a drink. Professionalism at its best. Okay. Yep. 3 weeks have passed since my encounter with the king. I am once again in town with Waltz as he prepares for one of his shows. I have already lost count of how many of his shows I have watched at this point. The excursions have become part of my daily routine. Waltz has been insistent on training me as his assistant. Okay.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah. So I have decided to play along. Even now I'm helping him construct his booth, though he refuses to let me carry anything too heavy. I've experienced so many new things these past few months, things I'd always wanted to experience, but I've never told anyone about. Somehow Waltz knew all about them. Even when he told me that we were childhood friends and insisted that my memories of him have been erased, I hadn't believed him. But now, I'm beginning to believe that he is telling the truth about this forgotten friendship. Oh my god. Walt smiles at me from where he is assembling the front of the booth.
You used to dream about getting out of the palace to see Angel.
Angiel, that's how you pronounce it. Bless you.
You're welcome. And now you're here. You can't imagine how happy I am that I can finally fulfill all of the promises I made to you.
Oh. I still have reservations about believing your story, but... Waltz, even if you did know me a long time ago, I am not the same. I hand him the small curtains for the booth, my head dipped so that I don't have to look him in the eyes. I'm not the child that you used to know.
I know that. But I also believe that the girl that I knew all those years ago, the one who was always so happy over the smallest things, that kind, sincere girl, she's still you.
How can that be when I don't think I've ever truly known what happiness feels like? After Waltz hangs the curtains, the booth is complete. I expect him to step out from the side as he always does, but he sets his palms down on the table instead and looks at me.
When I saw you again that day, I was so happy. I thought fate had brought you back to me.
Aww. Waltz's voice is very soft when he speaks.
But then you still didn't recognize me.
Waltz's voice trails off and I frown. There are still so many things he is not telling me. Eventually, Waltz picks up a box of puppets and smiles at me brightly.
Anyway, I've got a show to perform. Don't go anywhere.
I notice that a smile does not reach his eyes as I watch him walk away. I look out at the crowd that is gathered for the show. There are a lot of families here today. I watch as two families approach each other. The adults begin to converse with each other while the kids run up to the front of the crowd to catch a better glimpse of the show. Some of the children have shoes on, but the parents are barefoot. All their clothes are dirty and torn. Their lives are clearly hard, but they are still smiling. I've never been in desperate need of clothes or food. I've never had to work for anything. I should have been happier than those people when I was a princess. But now, I'm beginning to see that the material things that I had were never enough to buy me true happiness.
Hello, everyone.
I take a step off to the side as Waltz begins his show. Oh, I was like, why isn't he reading?
I was like, I say my name in the third person.
Waltz weaves his stories as seamlessly as he always does, captivating his audience with every word, but I'm not paying attention. My focus is locked on two families standing near me. When I see these people, I cannot help but wonder, what kind of life have I been leading? Waltz's show was oh my god. I broke. Was this
You got this.
Was success yet again. He is smiling from ear to ear as he counts the coins he has earned in his I'm sorry.
We might have to let the viewers read that one.
You look happier than usual.
I am. I've been saving money for a special toy, and now I can finally buy it.
Gonna take a drink. He says that he does not like to be treated like a child, but he gets so excited whenever he mentions a new toy. I pause at the sound of laughter and look up to see a group of children talking excitedly with each other as they approach Waltz and I.
Ah, this might be an opportunity.
An opportunity?
Making these children happy might be a good deed.
What? Oh, sorry. Ignore that. That's very attractive. Waltz ignores me as he jogs up to the children.
Waltz!
The group of children swarm him, talking loudly as they're trying to cling to him in some manner. We've been waiting forever for you to come back.
But I was here a couple days ago. But you didn't have time to play.
Can we play now? Please, please, please?
We've been good, just like you told us.
The boy looks around at the group of children, and they all nod their heads with eager agreement.
Well, if you've been as good as you say, how could I say no?
Aw. The children cheer.
I'm going to start counting now.
Come on!
You won't find us this time.
The children disperse around the area. I watch them go with disinterest.
That's your cue to hide, princess.
What? Why do I need to take part in this?
You don't want to play? But we used to play hide and seek all the time.
Oh. I am fairly certain that I've never played a game like this with anyone before. Is this another memory that was taken from me? Big sister, play with us! A little girl runs up to me and begins pulling me along with her. Hey! I look at Waltz, but he only smiles at me. It seems like I don't really have a choice. Waltz turns to face a wall. He covers his eyes and begins to count. Before I can react, the little girl's let go of me and is running off. What is going on? I turn around and see a boy hiding behind a barrel.
You have to hide before you finish this counting.
They didn't even explain the rules of this game. How was I supposed to know what to do? I look around me to find a place that I might hide. Maybe behind the tree? Behind a fountain would also work. Are those wooden crates? Which one of these places should I hide in? Okay. The tree, I don't think... Well, it might hide us. The fountain, I think, is just ridiculous. And the wood crates sound good. What do you think?
Yeah, the fountain you'd get wet, and the tree you'd get leaves all over you, so wooden crates is definitely the way to go.
You'd only get wood on you. Oh, God.
Yeah, that would be... Oh, gosh, that would be horrible.
My perverted mind. It's gonna go with wooden crates.
Ready or not, here I come.
I cannot believe I'm sitting on the dirt to avoid being seen. My dress is getting soiled because of a child's game.
Found you.
Already?
That
Wait,
was so quick.
Were we the first ones found? Listen, I think we failed.
Gosh, let's just blame it on us that we're not kids.
Yeah. My heart begins to race as I look at him, but I realize that Waltz has found one of the children. Oh, thank God. Oh, it wasn't me. Wait, why am I worried about being found?
Got you.
Every so often I hear Waltz proclaim that he has found someone, but he still hasn't found me. Do I get something if I win this game? You still haven't found Big Sister yet.
You're right. Where could she be hiding?
He looks so genuinely concerned.
He does.
This is quickly becoming boring. God. My reaction.
When I play hide and seek.
Yeah.
I found you. Who have I found now?
I jump when I hear Waltz's voice behind me. He looks down at me in triumph.
You won, princess.
I won?
Looks like you're an expert at this game.
We did it. I am not. You just didn't look hard enough. Oh my God.
That doesn't change the fact that you still won the game. You should be happy.
I won, but you sucked.
Great job, princess.
Waltz passed me. Oh, I thought he was going to pat me on the head. Like, there, you did it. Waltz pats me on the back and smiles once again before he turns his attention back to the children. He is right. His praise makes me feel strangely happy. Why?
Right, everyone. That's it.
The children begin to whine, clearly disappointed.
We only played one round. Now, don't be like that. I promise to play another game with everyone else soon. Now run along. I'm sure your parents are looking for all of you.
One of the children, a little girl, tugs on my sleeve. Thank you for playing with us, Big Sister. Please come again. She smiles up at me before skipping away to join the rest of the children. All the children head off together back towards the residential area of the town.
They like you.
How do you know that?
Didn't you see how happy they were when you joined in?
Children are so easy to please.
That's why I envy them. Adults aren't like children. They worry too much and don't appreciate the small joys in life. As we grow up, we forget how to be happy.
Forget how to be happy. Waltz may be right about that. When I was younger, my dolls brought me so much joy, but now...
Anyway, since you won, you deserve a treat.
Ooh, food. A treat?
You'll like it, I promise.
I sit on a wooden bench waiting for Waltz to return. He said it would be easier for him to go alone because he wanted to surprise me. I did not protest. I have been on my feet all day. I never thought I would be running around playing with children. I wonder what this treat is going to be. Every time we come to the plaza, it's always packed with people. Most of the popular shops are clustered in this area. I observe the town quietly before my eyes land on the statue of the king. He looks so noble, riding a rearing stallion. The sight makes my heart twist uncomfortably. I am pulled out of my thoughts when a child trips and falls in front of me. He begins to cry. Should I do something? But before I can react, a man and woman are there, pulling the child up. The man takes the child in his arms as the woman rubs his back. There, my love. Oh, sorry.
There, my love.
Mama and Papa are here now. I watch as they slowly walk away, the mother still crooning to her child. Mother would always get angry at me if I was about to cry. I wonder what it's like to be comforted like that.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Are you okay?
I keep the family in sight for as long as I can before turning to Waltz. I am fine.
Here.
Aww.
Oh, this looks so good.
Right? What is this? What is this red rock that you gave me?
It looks like a rock.
Is it edible?
It's a candied apple.
Has
Sorry,
you never
I don't
eaten
have
an
any more
apple?
teeth. A long time ago, I promised that I would bring you one, but I wasn't able to keep that promise. That's why I'm fulfilling it now.
I do not recall such a promise. I twirl the candy, inspecting its glazed and shiny appearance. I didn't know you could make an apple look like this.
I promise there are no poison apples here. These ones are just sweet.
I sniff at the candy. Sweet. I take a small bite.
Well,
I become so immersed in my taste test that I do not even hear Waltz. The candy apple tastes like nothing I've ever tried before. This is good. I take another bigger bite.
is that a smile I see, Princess?
What? I wasn't smiling at all, was I?
When I get some extra money from my shows, I'll make sure to treat you again. I have lots of favorites to show you.
Oh. There are more desserts like this?
Of course. I'll make sure you try all of them.
Walt stands and moves over to a trash bin so that he can dispose of his finished apple.
It's getting late. Let's go back to the marching.
And speaking of getting late, smooth transition, that is going to be the end of the episode. And thank you guys so much for watching. And Austin, as always, thank you for being here.
Oh yeah, no problem. It was great being here.
Oh, it was fun. But I will talk to you guys in the next one. And hopefully audio and stuff will be fixed by then. But we'll see. Let's be real. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like,
guys.
comment, subscribe. Yes?
Yep.
Okay. Bye, guys.